Welcome to the mini segment flowers. Here in this segment our breeders have been extremely creative this year. So let's see what's new. All the plants have been grown in south of France in Fréjus. First we start with Metis bright purple. This is a great color, a very vivid color. It has a dark foliage that makes a great contrast, and it is excellent for nice plant shape, round shape, very centered flowering. The color remains vibrant whatever the climate is. Growing time on this variety is 28 to 29 weeks from seed. And look at the difference here. What's happened? This is a 9 centimeter pot and this is grown in an 11 centimeter pot. The difference in sowing time between these two, that one is 2 weeks younger than this one. So you see the potential of the plant. Let's switch to another novelty in the Metis series. We have here Mix with Edge. What is it? It is composed of 3 colors, a great intense salmon, a purple and a magenta. And you'll notice that all of them have a very fine white rim on the top of the flower. And this makes a fantastic contrast. They are also grown here in 9 centimeter pot. From seed you count 28 to 29 weeks in the southern conditions. Another novelty is in the very special segment. So very special, again you saw the falbala. Here we have Bisou. Bisou mix is something really special. It comes in a mix of 3 colors, but it is light flamed mix. You have salmon, you have magenta and you have light purple. What is distinctive on these plants is that they have a very nice marking of the leaves. It's a little bit silvery, a little bit marbled, and it is very versatile. You see it here in 11 centimeter pot, but next to it, it is in a 6 centimeter pot. So these plants are very nicely adapted for early flowerings, and they are extremely fast. In as little as 22 weeks from seed, you can have them in flowers. So this is really a pick. Go for it and have it early in the season in September flowerings. Growing time, 22 weeks in the north. In the south, you count 3 to 4 weeks longer. Here we come to a game changer when it comes to fragrance and cyclamen. Our brand new, very special Absolu de Morel. This Victoria type has a superior fragrance, and this has been proven at grower tests and at retailer tests. The plant characteristics when it comes to performance, you can see it is very round, very central flowering, and it has also outstanding performance when you plant it on your terrace, in the patio or even in the garden. It has a very long shelf life. It will come with this beautiful mandatory label that will draw the consumer to the fact that it is fragrant. The label will be delivered with the plugs. And for the retailers who want to distinguish themselves, there is also a set of marketing tools like bench cards or posters that are available on request. But you can see also that the Victoria marking is slightly disappearing. This is normal. We are now in winter time. But look what we have here. This is origami, and look how nice the marking is distinguished on these flowers. So if you're looking for a Victoria type in winter, pick the origami. And now it is time for the first surprise of this presentation. What I have here is Abanico. You know Abanico from the midi types, but we now have it also in the mini flower segment. Look how beautiful this flower is. It is fan-shaped, it has 2 color tones, and it comes in a profusion of flowers from the center of the plant. So Abanico Magenta shows also a little bit of a silvery leaf and is available from now as a pre-intro as a separate color. It will be new next year in our catalog. But last but not least, it comes as a mix with 2 additional colors, salmon scarlet and purple, and these are available from now if you order them as a mix. Growing time of the Abanico Metis is 30 to 32 weeks from seed. And we are not yet finished with the surprises. Look at this. This is the future replacement of Metis Pom Pom. And here we have Metis Crispinomix. I'm very happy to introduce you a mix of 8 colors that includes a true scarlet, a vivid purple, a pure white, a deep rose. All these plants, they have really a fantastic plant shape. They are very round, they produce so many flowers coming from the center, and they have also a nice leaf. Growing time from sowing is 30 weeks, exactly like the pom-pom. Here you see the difference. Flower is smaller, it is very fringed and crispy, and the number of flowers that comes from the center is just unbelievable. It is available from now, if you want to test it, as a pre-intro, and it will stay pre-intro also next year. Don't miss the chance to test it prior to anybody else. Let's switch to our other mini-series, the Smarties. Here we have 2 new colors that are currently pre-introduction. One is the Bordeaux and one is Rose Bengal. Both colors have extremely round plants and a lot of very small leaves. They flower nicely from the center and they have a good color intensity. They really keep this intense color even when they are grown in hot growing conditions. The growing time, 27 to 29 weeks for Bordeaux, whereas Bengal is 1 week faster. And in front of them, you see the tiny little ones. They're exactly the same, but they are grown in 6 centimeter pots. This shows you how adaptable these varieties are. Note that these ones in 11 centimeter are 4 weeks older than these ones. Our breeders, they have been breeding like crazy this year, and now look, this is a brand new Smarties Pure White Evolution. They never stop improving. What they can, they improve. So the improvement here is that the plant brings more flowers. They have a lot of smaller leaves and dark leaves, and this makes also a beautiful contrast. This Pure White Evolution will be pre-intro for the next 2 years because we need to increase the seed production, and we hope you're going to like all 3 of them. Here I'm in front of a mix example that is brand new with Smarties. It is called Smarties Micromix, and this mix is made of plenty of new experimentals that have special characteristics for high compactness, high flower count and uniform flowering. For example, we have here a Persian rose, we have a new purple, we have a new magenta experimental, we have a new deep rose and rose, we have that pure white evolution that I mentioned earlier. And so this mix is composed and available only as a mix, perfectly adapted for 10.5 centimeter pots, but also fitting in 6 centimeter pots. The biggest advantage for the mixes is their high uniformity. It is easy to grow them and to harvest them, bench run harvesting all at once. With Smarties Micromix, growing time from sowing is 27 to 28 weeks in the south, and in the north 22 to 24 weeks. And now let me finish with our last surprise. It is a standalone variety, again a very special. It is magenta, deep magenta with silver leaf. Look how rich the contrast is of this variety. You have an incredible number of flowers coming from the center, but you also have this very distinctive marbled leaf, silver leaf, and that makes it a perfect pick when you want to make Christmas decor or wreaths or whatever kind of ideas you can have. It's a very Christmassy color. So here it is grown in an 11 centimeter pot, but look at that when it is in like a 6 centimeter pot. Isn't that beautiful for a table decor? You just figure out that you have your Christmas table ready with beautiful settings and some nice plants of our cyclamen breeding in it. That's it for the presentation. Thank you very much for following the mini segment flower presentation. What's going to be new 22-23? You all know it already. Thank you. Bye bye.